All right, what's good with y'all, boys and girls? Yo. All right, so um, today's video may be a little bit different. Just kind of want to talk about my day, and obviously the title being, I already have it in mind to something equivalent to talking to strangers or somewhat. But I'm not gonna lie, today was one of them days, bro. It was one of them days I had to work. As of right now, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, I got off at 12. Went to the gym around like 12:30. Went there, left at like 1:20ish. Got back home, showered, etc. Then I just been recording some TikToks. I started talking to somebody new. I'm not gonna say I got a girlfriend. Every time I say I got a, I I be trolling at the same time. I say I'm like I found my wife or some shit. I be in mine and they're like I'm trolling. But then I start to really catch feelings and it's like, all right, chill, because it's only been like a week or two. But she's already cool. And we actually like we we're just friends. You feel me? Obviously, a little flirt here and there. It's one of those she be playing hard to get moments. I'm not gonna lie, not necessarily, but cause she's like a year or two older than me. You know how they get, bro. When they think you older, you're a baby. So you feel me? Yo, she might see this though. Me too. Yo, auntie was good. That's what I be calling her. Auntie was good. But besides that though, my lives have been pretty good. Uh, Again, I've kind of just been pursuing work. Christmas is in fucking 2 days, it's the 23rd, which I want to make a video as well talking about the whole New Year, New Me thing. But that's we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. She just texted me too. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta text her. But oh, the motherfucker. All right, let's lock in. So basically talking about today, and let me like today gonna kind of dive into what I'm talking about. But at work, it was one of them days. I'm not gonna lie, it was mad busy with it being like the peak season of Christmas Eve coming up and stuff like that. I was already knowing, but it was a certain period while I'm at work, and I'm just getting customers back to back to back to back to back. And at a certain period of time, my the person whoever I'm working with, 'cause I'm not the manager, but everybody else that I work with is like a higher up or like a manager. I'm just like the casual associate there that just really being registered and shit like that. So I don't have the highest job, but at a certain period of time when it's like 8, 9 o'clock, the other person has to go count the drawers. So while they're counting the drawers, I'm on the floor registered by myself. And I work at CVS. I don't know if I said this now, but I work at CVS. So it's a retail job. And with me being on register and it being peak season, I'm the only one up there. And also keep in mind, we have like locked up cases. So if I'm the only person on the floor, somebody has to go get the cases, or the person is there be so many ignorant people there that are just bing, 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 and this is like it's like an announcement sound that tells you where that person is at in the aisle and they need help. So it's like some people are just constantly boom, boom. I got like 10 people in the line, 10 people in the line. I gotta not try to hurry up and knock them out. Rush back there. Meanwhile, I still gotta. It might be a person as soon as I leave out the register section, a person going up to get rung out. So meanwhile I gotta go help them out. And that was kind of what happened today. And this dude, I kept telling him like, "Yo, I got you." After I'm done with them, but I ain't gonna lie, it was like three. Soon as he left, another 3 people came up. So, um, I was like, "Yeah, it's one of them days." I low key, I lost my voice within the process as well. But he had came up to me and asked me like 2 times. The first time, I can tell he was like cool. He's like, "Yo, bro, take your time." I think he was doing a DoorDash too. I got like time limits and shit, so it was understandable. But the first time he was like, "Okay, yeah, bro, you cool, take your time." He see I got a line and shit like that. But then the second time, I don't think he said no. He just looked at me, and I'm like, I know that face. It's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna beat her, and like, I'm gonna beat her after I get done with these people. 4 more people came up after the people I was done with, and in the process of me doing them 4 people, he come up to me again. Meanwhile, it's like it was like every time he came up, some more people came up, bro. So now was like 7 people in the line, and the third time he came up, he was like, "All right, bro, come on, I just need one thing after thing," and I can already tell it was one of them. Like, I don't blame him, bro. 'Cause like I said, it was a DoorDash. Realistically, within that whole process, it was like 20 minutes. He was probably waiting on somebody to unlock that shit. So, um, I was just like, I ain't even say nothing, bro. Once he said just I just need one thing, bro. And I could tell it was like in a not to say a jokeful way. It was like I don't even want to say passive aggressive because I don't think he was trying to be aggressive. It was just like, yo, nigga, that shit you gotta do it for me. So while there's like 6 people on the line, he said that. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I get out the line, go help him out, unlock it. I'm walking low key with the walk of shame, but in my mind, I kind of like I kind of thought like because in the background, the customers that was like in the line shit getting checked out. I kind of heard one of I don't know if I'm sure, but I heard one of them say like on some smack their lips type shit or on some old brother type shit like or OMG something like that. And I just got in my I was just like, bruh, my future is so much brighter than this that I stopped letting things get to me so much. I stopped letting things get to my head and kind of persuade me because it's like, what can I do, bruh? I gotta help bro out. Also gotta help out them customers. So it's like, why get mad? And it's like I get mad at myself when it's nothing I can do, bro. And that's why I just feel like having that patience and understanding that, bro, you gonna have moments in life where you in like this middle point, and it's like, what the fuck do you do? Trust me, dwelling and not making a choice at all will be 10 times worse than trying to figure out this perfect decision. So I'm just like, let me go help bro out, and boom. And day went smooth. And that like, here's where the all right, I started. Hold on, wait, let me tell you. I gotta text you back. I was talking like you get 2 minutes. Hold on. She just sent me a song by Brandon Fires. I'm gonna listen to that while I make this video. But what's I'm gonna call it? Uh, so as the days going by, we off that topic. Maybe like an hour or two go past. So it's like 9 or 10 o'clock, and it's pretty chill now. And somebody had rung the owls to, you feel me, unlock some days on the DoorDash. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. This may be kind of counter cohesive or whatever, but listen, we're not together. I know I just kind of hyped that up, but I ain't gonna lie. Shawty was bad. Bad. I woke up to her to go help her. At first I didn't say nothing because he was like she was on some troll shit because like what she was getting, I think it was like some bro, it was like some female shit. And then it was like she needed some lube. She needed yo kids close your ears. She needed like some lube, bro. Like it was one of them type. You feel me? But she was like, before I even opened everything, it came to her. She was like, "This is not for me. This is for DoorDash." We just started giggling and shit. And as I'm unlocking the first thing, I look up. I'm like, "Oh, you feel me?" I'm like, I had to hit the double. I'm like, "Ooh, hold on." And in my mind, as of lately, I just been on some shit like I can't sell this, bro. I can't sell this. You feel me? But first thing I asked, I'm like, um, I was like, she smelled good. I was like, I like her. I was like, I like her perfume or some shit. I'm like, I like your perfume. She was like, thanks. Started smiling. And then keep that in mind though, cause I'm like, I don't know, keep that in mind. But she said thanks. She started smiling. Then I'm like, where you from? I don't think I mentioned this, but I should have. But I asked where she from because she had like these. She was like light skin, hazel eyes, body. And I'm like, where you from? I didn't say the eyes thing. I just asked where she's from. And she was like, Pittsburgh. I'm like, when she said Pittsburgh, I'm like, is you just on vacation or did you move down here? Did she say she moved down here? Then as I like started to lock the thing back up when she picked it up, I was like, dude, she got an Instagram. And then she was like, she started smiling. I ain't gonna lie, she started smiling. She started smiling. Then gonna say, put up a ring finger, be like, I'm engaged. If you can get that many combos out of my girl, bro, I'm not gonna lie, gang. Just you can have her, bro. I'm gonna be honest, you can have her. I'm not even gonna lie. Like on some like I'm trolling, but I'm dead serious. Like if you can get that many combos, I made her laugh like at least 3 or 4 times. If you can make my girl laugh at least 3 to 4 times, you can have her, gang. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But after that, I'm like, shit, cool. I'm just happy. When she did that, I blatantly said like it was worth a shot. Like I'm happy I shot. I didn't say all that. I just said it was worth a shot though. And then I just finished helping her out and stuff. And then we walked up to the front. And that was that. And another thing, it be like this friend group that'll walk into the store here and there. And they had came in today, like 20 minutes after that interaction. And I had talked to them before. I'm like familiar with them. We familiar with each other. And I had got one of their friends' Instagrams before prior, like probably like a month or two ago. And I had got the follow back. I had got it in person. I was like, you got an Instagram? Because they was about to dip out. I was like, dude, you got an Instagram? Ended up getting that. And then fast forward, all right, we did like a mini convo. She ain't text me back. I ain't gonna lie, she got unfollowed. I thought she wasn't fucking with me, bro. And it kind of do be awkward seeing her in person because it'd be like, "Damn, you got unfollowed. I thought you wasn't fucking with me." But it's life. I don't think they take. It's not that deep, you know. She's still unfollowed, but like seeing her in person, it's not that big of a deal. It do low key be awkward. I don't know if she recognized it because in person today, when the friend group came in, she like she be with two sisters. They trolls. Like I be seeing them the most. But they funny as shit. I ain't gonna lie, they funny as shit. They be on that 6'7" skibbity shit. That's what they was saying today. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta make a video on 6'7". You've done some terrible damage to the world. Let me text you. Oh shit. My bad, John. Let me. All right. So as I was saying though, um, I overheard them when they first walked in. It was like, "Oh, there's the guy that the reason that you always come in here. You said he's cute." I'm on some nonchalant shit. I'm on my phone like these. I'm listening. I'm not even listening to music. I'm just on some shit like these at the register. I'm like head down. Tell me, I'm on that type of time. I got live. And then once they finally came up, the two sisters are already on some troll shit. Which I fuck with them. I fuck with them for it. And they ended up saying the same thing like while I was right there, like ringing them out. And then the John, she started laughing and gonna say some um she didn't say that's not the reason why she come in, but she said they come in for other people, more so to say, other workers. But one thing I look regret that I didn't ask. I should have been like on some confirmation shit is like, so you don't be coming in for me? Just to get a response. That's the one thing I'm learning. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I just gotta start shooting game because a lot of game gonna be spontaneous, and they don't even be. I'm not even trying to spit game, but I just be on some like, let's test the waters. I feel like a lot of shit nowadays, you just gotta test the waters and see where it go. Where could like you can take a full court shot, they can get you in the best position of all time. Pause. And you didn't even intentionally mean to do it. I'm just having fun with it, just dribbling, packaging up. It was the same thing with the perfume thing with the last joint. I'm like, where you from? Perfume you smoke? You feel me? So just testing the waters, bro. And boom, they ended up walking out. And I ain't gonna lie to you, she looked good today. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But after the fact, that's just one minor example or two minor examples. I be having small convos with customers, talking to them, and it be so like crazy. Just I feel like God put me in a position to work where I work at, despite me like disliking it sometimes. And I have been applying for new jobs as I told y'all in the last video. But just talking to so many different people gives me a different perspective on life, and it's like it just makes me appreciate things 10 times more. Because where I'm like at or from, it's not the broadest or it's not the worst, but you got that middle ground of where like you might see some rich niggas walk in, you might see some homeless, whatever the fact may be, and just seeing on them different perspectives, it just keep me humble and grounded. And so I'm like, damn, bro, like I know what I want to be, and I know what I don't want to be. So just taking everything with a grain of salt and appreciating where I'm at now, understanding that you doing good, bro. Like shit could be 10 times worse. You doing good, twin. And I just feel like when you talk to strangers, it gives you those different perspectives. Even with the person the girl I'm talking to now, shout out to her. She cool as fuck. We was talking about God tonight. Like she wanted to talk about she asked me, do I believe in religion? And we just started talking about that, like on some different perspective shit. And I don't think I ever really got to this point. I know like in the first I remember it's crazy too, cause that little segment period of when I was going through that heartbreak and I was making them relationship type videos, bruh. It's crazy how like a month or two later I'm off that. Like me and John still cool as well too. We don't really talk to each other, but like each other's story, view each other's story and stuff like that. But it's just like, bruh, you learn everything, bruh. Like you can learn a lot from just experiencing life. And I feel like we take that for granted and don't really allow ourselves to live because we're afraid of what could happen, but not knowing that we can't predict the future, bro. So just talk to people, man. Talk to strangers. Talk to that person. Compliment that person. The person that you think is weird, that other people think is weird, don't grab their perspective of them from other people. Learn from yourself. Get your own thoughts on them. And you know, you know, even going into that, I was talking to one of my coworkers had brung up one of these old ladies that was in a pharmacy, and she was like, before she dipped off, she was like, "She's a chatter. Good luck." And I'm like, "No, I'm down to talking in a busy line. I'm just talking to her, and she just, I ain't gonna lie, she was yapping. I ain't gonna lie, but we talking and talking and talking, and she ended up saying, I forgot what she said, but it was just like, um, I forgot. I wish I didn't forget. It was something good, but I wasn't too intact. She was talking about so many different things, bro. But I can tell she was cool. You feel me? She one of the type of oh no. I might not say it for like verbatim, but it was just something along the lines of her saying that she's always been there for her kids, for her spouse, for her family, but never herself. And the example she did was she said her whole life she'd bought so many different things, so many different clothes, and I think it was around the current time of now, she finally sold everything. She decluttered everything. She got out of the hoarder ways and finally recollected herself and found herself again. So I feel like that was beautiful. And keep in mind, if before that, the people was saying, or my other colleagues was saying that she's a yapper, she's this, she that. She might be a yapper, but she might have some insightful information. So that's why I say again, I don't take nobody for granted, bro. No matter how people look, no matter people's homeless, poor, broke, rich, whatever it is, but you can learn something from everybody. Everybody is human. Everybody is different. You feel me? So understanding that that's a blessing, and you gotta just take everything in, bro. I don't belittle nobody. Understanding that that could be me. Do I want it to be me? Nah, but I cherish everything because we all trying to be something in life, bro. It might not be the same shit, but we trying to be something. So this is one of my longer videos. I love y'all. Start talking to people, bro. Start talking to strangers. Start expressing yourself. Start going, being outgoing. Start just being pure and putting that energy onto others because you can make somebody day, brighten somebody else's life, make somebody learn something new about themselves that they never knew. Understand it. I love y'all. Peace, man. Go talk to strangers.